Hello everyone and welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing a bunch of tips on Minecraft Pocket Edition, also Bedrock Edition, also Java Edition. So yeah, hope you enjoy and get ready. See ya! For the first hack, we're going to be doing this, food being roasted or cooked on a campfire, and I'll be teaching you how to build it. So, firstly, you're gonna want to put a hay bale in the floor, then a campfire, put any fence you want. I'm choosing the new bamboo fence, and put it two down like this, and then put a mangrove log in the middle, and then you're gonna get something that looks like this. Alright, for the second hack, we are going to be needing, again, bamboo, fences, or whatever fence you want, technically. Stack them 3 high, put one slab on the top, another one over here, which is different from the top, then the one on the top there. Here, this is an umbrella. It would work perfectly for any builds you want to do that are in a tropical area or near the beach, so hope you like it. And moving on, for the third hack, we are going to be needing stairs and a water bucket. That's really it. And make sure the stairs blend in. So you're going to want to put the stairs like this, make it look like they are connected, not like that, like this, and then have the gaps be roughly in the same spot. I got my shape. This looks nice. And then fill it up with water. And then this will be a little mini river displayed here coming out from the waterfall. And then going into here for a little mini river in the pathway. The next hack requires a trapdoor, slab, and stair made out of the same material as that slab. Make sure they're roughly the same color or else they won't look that good. So this will be a gradual incline. So first you want to do slab, then this, and you don't need to always do it like this. This is just so you could get a gradual, like I said, incline for your build, and it will look most definitely better. So as you can see, it's more like, instead of just random, like just jumps into a higher area, you will have it more smoothened out. I use for the roof, instead of it being just like all jaggedy, it is just really round, I guess. And it definitely pulls the whole build together. For this hack, we are going to be needing a log, and this is most likely going to be on the side of your house. So just make sure it's like that. It won't really work anywhere else, so it will kind of look weird. But if your house is just flat like this, you got like your stone filling up the area between your house. Now that I'm done, I will show you what this hack really is. So, since this wall is very smooth, doesn't have a lot of depth to it, other than this window, you can add always walls to the side of the house, which will pull it together, or, well, fences to the side of the house. I kind of like the fences better because walls are just like, they bulge out too much. Fences are more like soft and gentle. I chose to go with the fence in this house. This hack, it also requires depth, and instead of having whole walls, which does look good actually, is what I'm trying to say. It looks good a lot of the time, or most of the time at least. But if you don't think that's good enough, you could actually add walls like this to the sides of your houses, and it kind of looks like vertical slabs, which everyone has been wanting. And it looks like this, and from the side, it definitely adds the depth we're really wanting. And you can always put some stairs on the side for some trimming. I put this right here near the door. You can see this is a block, and it's been chopped in half. Well, not chopped in half, but split in half by a wall, and it just makes it look extremely well paired with the roof. and fence and everything. It just pulls the whole front together. For this hack, you're going to require a beehive and a chiseled bookshelf, which has been added in the new update. So if you're tired of your normal wooden plank floors, because they're just very, very common and almost everyone uses them in their house and they're getting a bit bland, you can always use beehives. You won't probably need a lot of honey for this, but you can use beehives for the floor, which really makes it look actually much better, kind of like a smooth oak, which actually gives it a very nice feel. And paired with these chiseled bookshelves, you could create some very cool patterns of the same color other than the generic just oak planks, which don't look horrible, but compared to the beehives and the chiseled bookshelf, it just doesn't compare. For this hack, you are going to require a hanging sign or a normal sign and a loom, and also paired with a trap door. It could be any trap door. I just really like spruce trapdoors because spruce is beautiful. So firstly, you're going to want to hang up a sign near your door and write this text or something similar. I put this: please put shoes away, thank you. Then you don't need to put a slap here, but I did. Place a loom down, make sure that this part is showing, and then put a trap door on top while crouching. And then I will just add a, slab, just to make it look a bit better. Put it all together and pair it up. And then you kind of have something resembling a shoe rack, and it also doubles up as a normal loom. But for aesthetic, it is a shoe rack. Like I said, putting oak planks on the floor might get a little boring, and putting carpet on top of the wood might also be a little boring as everyone's doing it. So for this hack, instead of putting oak planks on the floor, you're going to want to put whole blocks of wool. You could use any color, I'm just using red because it looks cool, on the floor, and then get the carpet and just start putting it in random areas, and it's going to start looking like the carpet has some little stragglers that are just peeking out from the carpet, giving it some texture and making it look more like an actual carpet. If you couldn't tell already, this little house is a tiny little cottage I've made in a few minutes. And for this one, this is a bonus hack, just small and minor. Use a stair, put it on the floor, then put a fence down, and then a pressure plate on the fence. It could be any fence, any pressure plate, and any chair. I just put a sign saying dining table because guess what? It's a dining table. Alright, for this hack, you are going to require a loom, a birch trapdoor, a mangrove trapdoor, any slab, and a polished black stone button. We are going to be making a stovetop. So firstly, put your slab down, make sure it's not touching the ground, like that. Put a button on that slab, place a loom down, then place a birch trapdoor on the floor, fold it into this area, make sure that the top of the trapdoor has these brown pixels, and then put a mangrove trapdoor on it while crouching. I always forget that. While crouching, and then you got yourself one singular stovetop burner. This hack is going to teach you how to build a dishwasher. Make sure you have one block indent in the ground because you're going to put a sea lantern over there, a glass on top, then a mangrove trapdoor over here like so, and then a polished black stone pressure plate on top. Don't get this confused with the stove. The stove is right here. This is the dishwasher. This hack is going to require one solid block, a stair of the same material on top like this, a hopper facing into the block, and a tripwire on top, and this is going to be a lovely sink. You could always use a cauldron, but I like the hopper. Alright, to go along with the kitchen, you're going to obviously want a fridge. So for this, you're going to want to put 2 polished basalt, just like this. Have a black banner, 2 gray dye. Go to your loom, put the black banner in, put the gray dye in, get this stripe pattern, put it like this, then swap it out, get this, get the side one like this. You're going to want to use that. That is going to be 2 dye down, so 2 gray dye and 1 black banner. You're going to want to put it down like this, and then you got the fridge. Alright, for this hack you will need a fence, a ceiling, and a lantern. Put the fence down like this, put another one here, one like this, one like this, one like this, and lastly one like this, and then put 4 lanterns on top of all of the fences, and then you got yourself a nice, cute, and humble chandelier. Tip: when planting vegetables or fruits, always plant them next to each other. It will make them grow faster. Tip: whenever you are making a campfire, always place 3 logs like this near the center area, mainly the campfire, and it will look like a little benches to sit on. Also, put a crafting table down, a chest, and a furnace. You're gonna need it, and put a little roof on top of it. And to go with that, you could always put red wool in the ground and a carpet on the ground, and then you will have a nice little sleeping bag, but you cannot actually sleep in the sleeping bag. It is just aesthetic. When your house is connected to the outdoors, always put banners to make it see like the banners could roll down, and you will be protected from any bad weather outside, even though it can't. But like I said, it's always just aesthetic. When building your house, on the walls of it, always put bushes and leaves and vines to make it look like shrubbery and vegetation for the window, and it will really pull everything together and make it look more natural. Tip: when building a house, always make big windows. It will pull everything together and make it look better, rather than small little baby windows. Always make it big, but don't make it too big and too thin, because then it will just look ugly. So I added a bit of separation. Tip: when making a path, always use blocks that look the same. I chose andesite and gravel because it really makes a subtle difference that is also very nice and pleasing to the eyes. When making an animal pen, always make a kind of curved little area made out of wood. I used my trapdoor trick from earlier, but it will always make it look kind of like a barn. If you don't want it to look like a barn and just look like an animal pen, then don't add this. But if you're going for a barny look, use this. When you want to make a top floor but don't think you have enough room, try to make a loft that kind of looks like this with a nice little bed, and then trap doors face like this, and it will prevent you from being able to escape outside, and it looks very nice, and it makes a very nice and cool loft. Tip: when you have storage, always put doors in front of them. It makes it look like a cabinet. Also put slabs on top of it and trapdoors to the slab. Tip: did you know that 99% of you aren't subscribed? And you should. I'm joking, I won't do that. Hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. We're at 230 subscribers right now. Let's get it to 1,000. That would be amazing. And so long. See you next video. Have a great day and goodbye.